Hello everyone, I'm Claudia and I'm here to help you how to use this iCanNote program efficiently and to help you with your classes. So I'm gonna just go over two of the features on the tabs, and then I'll be going through the toolbox on the side. So first of all, we're gonna look at Insert and Load Image. So this can be any kind of image. It could be a picture, but maybe mostly you might want text. So this is just from a 13 plus exam. So I can put this here and then we can examine this text together with the student. I'll show you in the example of a picture. If we were studying toys, for example, I could bring that picture here and just drag it along, and they'll be able to see an example of that. So as long as they're images, then you're able to put it into the document. And how we delete that, there's just a delete bar here. You need to use this select tool and just put a circle around it. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle, but it will select everything and you can delete it at the bottom, on the bottom bar. The other thing I was going to show you is insert. We go into insert again and screen capture. So I just got up the BBC, a BBC website that I've used before for GCSE. And there's nothing of interest here, but this one is the whole area. So if you wanted, including everything that's on this screen that you see, you would use this button. But we just want a little bit of the area. So let's say I wanted to just copy this title. In the green is everything that you're selecting. And then we would click that second button. We don't need to worry about these other two. These 1 and 2 here are all we need. So the second one is just for a selected area, and it will arrive here on the document. So in the same way, we would just delete this if we didn't need it anymore. Now that that's done, I'll go over all the tools here in this box. So the first one is no selection. By the way, I'm using a tablet, which is why I'll be using a tablet for the rest of this time. So it's called no selection. As you can see, I'm writing right now, but nothing is being written. It's just a red circle. So this would be good, like we had an image before of questions, and if we were reading together or I needed them to look at a specific word, I would be able to do that with this tool. The next tool is the pen. It's just called Curve, but it's just for writing. So as you can see, we can draw or write anything that we want on the board. There's options. There's lots of colors. And these are the main ones, and if you wanted to be a bit more selective and choose other ones, there are some here, but these should be okay. And we're able to choose the thickness. 5 is what I use, but we are able to make it thicker. So if I chose 13, for example, you could see that that's much thicker than 5. So let me just go back to 5. Once we select this, it'll either select the pen or the highlighter. So if we click this highlighter, it's on 20 and it's on gray. So we can change the colors of the pen that we're using or the highlighter. And it's good to have it around 20 because you're able to cover much more area than you would if it was thinner. Just to show you what that means, if we bring it to 9, it's much thinner and we're not able to highlight as easily as with the 20. So I'm going to change it back to 20. And there we go. So as you can see, the color is a bit brighter with the pen and it's a bit more diluted for the highlight tool. Next we have line. We could either use the highlight or the pen. Try and use the pen because it's a bit, it's going to be brighter, and I changed it to red. So what all that is this, we have to press the line again. So all that is a straight line. So if you need to section off different pieces of work, then this is a good way to do that. I'm gonna skip this next one next to it because we don't use it that much. But here are the shapes. So I'm gonna change the color again. And we have square, but it could be a rectangle. You're able to change what that looks like a little bit. Circle or oval. The bit more complicated shapes here, you can choose how many sides, and triangle. And you're able to change the sizes of all of those. This is called Memo, and let me change it to green. So it will be whatever color you selected, and I don't know why it's black here, but usually it's yellow, and you're able to just put any kind of thing in class that you want to write in there. However, just to tell you, if you do write in here and press enter and select away, it will change the writing inside. Whereas if you write outside, it will remain the same. So, in terms of writing and typing, or if you don't like this font, you're able to change it to various amounts of other fonts. We have regular, I've just put it on regular, but we have bold and italic and other kinds of writing styles, and you can choose the size that you want over there. It's much easier to type your points when you're in class than it is to write. It's a bit more time consuming to write everything just handwritten, and it does look a lot more professional than it is when it's handwritten. So this is a very helpful tool to have. And another important tool to show you, I'll show you erase first. So with the erase tool, we use it mostly with the pen because as I'll show you, we can't erase any objects. Anything from this other section that I've shown you, we can't erase using this tool. However, we can use it with this pen, the pen tool. So the eraser on the left, we can erase. This one erases literally what you're erasing. So you see that I'm just erasing gradually what I drew before. However, this other one will, with the 3 lines, will erase everything. So as you see, that took a very short amount of time to erase everything. However, if you want to get rid of all these objects, and including pen, so I'll include some pen there, we would just use this selection tool, do a general circle, and it will change color so we know what is selected. And then we have this delete tool that we used before when we were inserting images. And then we can delete this line. It might not do it all straight away, but you just do it over and over again. And that is everything that you need to know about this app. The only other thing is that it has a very useful recording tool. Here it will have play and pause, here it will have stop, and here it will have settings, more advanced settings. Thank you for listening, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.